Get rugby updates directly to your inbox plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. Shaun Edwards insists his coaching record stands up against anyone else in world rugby and that he is open to future job offers. The Wales defence guru has pointed to the fact he has won no fewer than 13 major trophies during his coaching career. He was speaking as he prepares to go head-to-head with Ireland's Andy Farrell, the man chosen by Warren Gatland to be defence coach ahead of him on the last two Lions tours. Edwards was asked to assess the job fellow rugby league convert Farrell has done and proceeded, after praising him, to outline his own coaching CV. Andy Farrell was an outstanding player, one of the best players I ever played with, and he has turned himself into an outstanding coach and has obviously done very well with the British Lions, he said. Image. Hugh Evans Picture Agency. But I stick my record up against anybody in world rugby. The only person who has won more trophies than me is Wayne Smith, and he is an absolute legend of coaching. I've won 13 major trophies, 10 as an assistant coach and 3 as a head coach. The only one I've not won is the World Cup. I have got huge respect for Andy Farrell and I would like to think he has got the same for me. We are friends off the pitch. We know each other's families. But come Saturday, we are obviously opponents. Edwards was head coach at Wasps from 2005 to 2011, having previously been assistant to Gatland there, and has been Wales defence specialist for a decade. Quizzed on whether he feels he doesn't get enough credit for his track record, he said, "I think people just forget I was a head coach and won every single major trophy in 5 years. Heineken Cup, English Premiership, Anglo-Welsh, when it was a major trophy. Because I have been an assistant coach for 8 years now, I wanted to be involved in international rugby. I think that probably gets forgotten a little bit. But that's my record as a head coach, 3 major trophies in 5 years." Edwards is contracted to Wales until the 2019 World Cup. So does he want to be a head coach again after he completes that commitment? Potentially. I would be open to offers. He replied, "I really do enjoy being involved in international rugby. It's where I want to be. Really. So whether that is as an assistant coach or a head coach, it doesn't really bother me. If I get an offer as a head coach in rugby league or rugby union, I will listen to it." Edwards was certainly in bullish mood as he met the press, and it's clear just how much he gets up for this time of year. The Six Nations are very emotional games and it's just a privilege to be here, to be honest. He said, "It's my 11th Six Nations and I am as excited as the last one. It comes after Christmas when it's a bit dark and dreary. You just think Six Nations is coming up and it's an absolute privilege to be involved in it. I never ever take it for granted." Image. PA. These are the games you remember for the rest of your life. Big games like this. We're under no illusions as to what's coming. But we've prepared well and we are looking forward to a great challenge. Edwards makes no bones about just how important defence will be this weekend against the Irish at the Aviva Stadium. "We are expecting to have to make 200 tackles," he said. "They are an outstanding team who very rarely lose the ball. If you look at the stats through the Six Nations, the team that has had the ball more than any other is nearly always Ireland. They wear teams down. They had the ball 61 or 62% of the time in their first 2 games. So we have to make 200 tackles plus if we are going to win. That's why we need to keep our discipline and also keep up our intelligent aggression at the breakdown and the tackle area." Edwards is also acutely aware of the threat posed by the Irish Lions' 9/10 duo of Conor Murray and Johnny Sexton. They have got two, and I wouldn't say this usually, legendary half-backs. He said. They will go down as legends of the Irish game when they both retire. We obviously have to keep our eye on them. They've got a big, powerful steam-rolling pack and they have got pace out wide. There is a reason they've only lost 2 of their last 22 games at home. It's because they're a formidable opponent. We've got to be very disciplined. One of the most pleasing parts of our game so far is we have only conceded an average of 5 penalties per game in the first 2 matches, and that's very important. Especially when playing Ireland, as they have a formidable driven lineout and you obviously don't want to be giving too many penalties in your own 22. One area Wales have worked hard on since the 12-6 defeat to England at Twickenham is contesting for the ball in the air and the kicking contest. Our aerial game will be better, pledged Edwards. I'm not saying it will be better than Ireland's, but it will be better than it was against England. We've done a lot of work on it the last couple of weeks and everyone realizes now what a massively important part of the game it is in modern-day rugby. Something which will help in that department is having fullback Lee Halfpenny fit again, following the foot infection that forces his withdrawal from the England game. There is no doubt it was upsetting losing Lee on the bus going over to London last week on the Thursday, admitted Edwards. We probably didn't react well to it in the first 20 minutes. After that I thought we played very well in the last 60 and finished the game very well. But in the end the game was lost in the first 20.